again, everybody. Today we're going to practice working with a special set of words in English that can behave in a very special way. However, these words are absolutely necessary for you to develop your English fluency. Have you guessed what they are yet? Well, they're modal verbs, but we've been using modal verbs for a while, and I'm sure that you've seen them for a while. So what makes modal verbs so special? Well, the usage of modal verbs gives us the chance to express our attitude about other actions that we're discussing. Now, the following are the modal verbs in English: can, or its alternate form could, shall, or should, may, or might, will, or would, as well as must, have to, need to, ought to, and dare to. Now, for a few of these, namely need to and ought to is optional. And there are some times when you need to use it, sometimes when you don't. But right now, just be aware that both forms can be used, and you will see both. Now, all modal verbs may, in practice, have two simultaneous meanings. For example, if we look at the modal verb can, it can express both the ability that I have to do something or the probability that I am going to do something. Just like in the sentence, he can walk there in 5 minutes. The first meaning, he can, I'm speaking about his ability. If he leaves now, he can walk here in 5 minutes. However, I could also express it as such. If he were to leave now, he could probably walk here in 5 minutes, or he can walk here in 5 minutes. Here, the sentence has both potential meanings, and I will understand which meaning that I should take by the context of the situation. So, continuing to speak about the grammatical forms of modal verbs, all modal verbs can be combined with all forms of the infinitive. Can, may, shall, must, will, have to, and need, with the indefinite infinitive, are used to show present actions or possible actions in the future. Just like our last example, he can walk here in 5 minutes. Or a few more examples, he can swim, or he can swim at the competition tomorrow, as well as you must be attentive, and he must be there in time. Now, could, might, or would with indefinite infinitives are used to refer to either actual actions in the past or doubtful actions in the present. For example, he could swim well in his youth. Here, I'm telling you that when he was young, he had the ability to swim very well. I don't know about now, though. Or, he could be there now. Now, this is a doubtful or a possible action, depending on the context. But all I'm letting you know is that it is possible that he is there now. Can, may, shall, must, will, have to, and need with the perfect infinitive, however, refer to a possible action in the past. For example, you may have seen this film yesterday. And one more, modal verbs combined with the perfect infinitive refer to a possibility in the past, or an unrealized past action depending on the form of the modal verb. For example, he could have been there, a possibility in the past, or he might have been there, an unrealized action.